Did you guys know that more journalists have been killed in Gaza than have been killed in a conflict zone since the Committee to Protect Journalists have been keeping track of it? This is Hassan Hamad. He was only 19 years old. And here he is, holding a photo of his other colleagues who were killed by the IOF. This journalist was killed a couple days ago in the Jabalia refugee camp because the Israeli regime straight up threatened him and told him that if he kept sharing videos for us to see, kept sharing the stories about what they're doing to the Palestinians, that they were going to come after him. Israeli forces killed a Palestinian journalist on Sunday, weeks after he received threatening messages instructing him to stop filming Israeli attacks in the Gaza Strip. Hassan Hamad, 19, was murdered when his home in Jabalia refugee camp was struck by artillery fire. The Israeli military sent tanks and troops into the camp in northern Gaza Strip late Saturday following a night of heavy airstrikes. It marked the military's third ground assault on Jabalia since the war began a year ago. Why do you keep going back? The Strip is not that big. Hamad was reporting on the new Israeli incursion just moments before he was killed. A colleague with access to his X account said that Hamad had been sending updates about the assault late into the night. Another Gaza journalist posted this on Twitter with a screenshot of the Israeli phone number that sent him these threats. They said, listen, if you continue spreading lies about the Israeli regime, we will come for you next and turn your family into... This is your last warning. He received this message on WhatsApp along with several calls from an Israeli officer ordering him to stop filming in Gaza. He did not comply and he was killed. Now, I know I say this a lot, but just imagine if this were Russia. Just imagine if the Russians did this to a journalist. Imagine if Cuba did this to a journalist. And yet, I doubt that many of you have even heard about this story. Other journalists in the area were picking up his remains and putting them in a box. And another journalist just this morning while reporting in Gaza was killed by a sniper. Isn't it convenient how they always happen to have a sniper on them? They always miss their press vest. The guy was shot in the neck. I can't show the picture on here, but it's on X. The courage of the people in Gaza is something that I don't think any of us can really understand. I certainly can't understand it. I can't understand the kind of courage that this kid had, all because he's reporting the truth. Journalism is not a crime. Remember how during the Trump administration, a lot of the so-called journalists and mainstream media would say journalism is not a crime? What happened to that, hoes? Where are you? Where are you, Tapper Jake? Where are you, Danabad? All you New York Times people and the Washington Post, democracy dies in darkness, where you be? This kid lost his life because he was trying to bring the world the truth. I never want to hear any of the goons in our media talk about international law or press freedom ever again.